Alright, and welcome back. So now it's time to talk to everybody, see what everybody's ally is. Alibi, I mean, ally. Where were you last night? Oh, I see, you're finding alibis. Oh, wow. Just tell me what you're doing, please. I was reading a book I borrowed from Sasaki. It was extremely engrossing, and you should also give it a read. It's not an alibi. Before I tucked my little sister to bed at 9 o'clock, that's when I went to my bedroom to start reading that book. You should know that my dad hasn't been eating meals with us for a while now. Furthermore, he rarely even left his room. He might have been avoiding us. Did your father not get along with everyone? It'd be much simpler to say that he did not. Not only did Dad hate everybody, but the feeling was mutual. Wow. Mom always crying with the way things are. I don't know why she married a man like that. It might be suspicious, like, stuff that was going on. Maybe he's being blackmailed. I don't know. Aw. I don't like that the mom was crying. Alright, well that's one alibi. I believe the other girl was in here. No, never mind. Let me actually look at the map then. It's over here. Gardner. What were you doing at 11 p.m. last night? What was I doing? At the time I was sleeping comfy in my bedroom. Early to bed and early to rise. Okay. I mean, you can never rule everybody out. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Yeah, let's just find out where all the other service members were doing. Where were you 11 o'clock last night? I was doing absolutely nothing in particular. After I finished my work cleaning up the estate, I went to my bedroom for the night. Really now? Yes, sir, believe me. I didn't see anyone, no one at all. You didn't. Forgive me. Is there anything else you need? She was freaking out. Yes, she was. Firstly, to what she said. Well, she does have, what's it called? Insomnia. So, she's like up all night, and maybe she heard something and saw something. Maybe. She just doesn't want to say anything. Maybe. Definitely met with someone that night. Ooh. I'll have to question her again later. Okay. I definitely agree. What about you, Mr. Calm? At 11 p.m. I was in the kitchen making preparations for tomorrow's breakfasts. Were you alone? Yes, I always perform my duties unassisted. Really? Did you happen to run into or see anyone during that time? So you have no alibi. I'm afraid so, sir. Okay, so you don't quite have an alibi. It's very suspicious. I'm hitting the wrong buttons again. Alright, well, there's a lot. Oh, she ran to, wait, that maid ran to the second floor? She didn't actually, like, disappear from the map. She actually ran over here. I thought she was going to run away for a second. Oh, I don't want to get it over with. What now? We don't have time for this. You have no time for this to fucking leave. Well, you actually don't leave, but still. What were you both doing at 11 o'clock last night? Why the hell do I have to tell you all that? I must confirm everyone's alibi is why. The fuck? You trying to accuse me? No. I'm asking everyone the same question. If you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to hide. I was in my room sleeping. Yuki and I were drinking till about 10 o'clock. I must have passed out or whatever sometime around there. As for me, well, you already heard him. After he passed out, I headed to my guest room, and I went to sleep. So you both don't have an alibi. Are you deaf? You didn't hear a word we fucking said? If you don't believe us, then that's your fucking problem. Alright, everyone calm down. I know no one likes to be accused of shit, but hey, listen. Okay, you just need a good alibi. Shut up, we've heard enough from you guys. Let's go. Yeah, fuck this. We don't need this shit. I ain't taking this shit. No matter what anyone says, I'm not the killer. So don't do anything you would regret later, okay? Okay, I heard you loud and clear. Bunch of weirdos. Wow. Okay. Let's go into each room. Hello. May I have a moment? Probably had an interesting day. What were you doing last night? I was already sleeping around that time late last night. Why do you ask? No for specific reason. Also, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Notice anything? Well, now that you mention it, I've noticed my mother has been getting a lot of bruises lately. Bruises? Due to my mother's age, her frail body bruises fairly easy from contact. I sometimes help her with changing her clothes and such, so I notice her bruises then. And can you think of anything else I should know? Nothing comes to mind, sir. Well, that's good information. Wow. Can I ask you what you were doing last night? Questioning for alibis, are we? In that case, I was in my room reading during that time. Is there anyone that can confirm the alibi? No, I'm afraid not. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary lately? Nothing in particular. Very well. Alright. Bold claims. Oh yeah, they ran in their room. Yeah, fuck them. What is it? I didn't even look at the map. Okay, we got other rooms in here. Hello, madame. Can I help you with something? What were you doing last night? I see, you're gathering alibis to help solve the case. During the time, I believe I was sleeping. Thank you, ma'am. Also, I noticed that Mr. Sakaki's room is directly across from yours. Did you happen to hear any sort of suspicious noises during that time? Honestly, I did not. Unless it happens to be an extremely loud noise, then there's no way you can hear anything from here. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary lately? Nothing comes to mind at the moment, but if I recall anything, you'll be the first to know. I mean, we did talk to Sakura first, but the game didn't let me ask her about the bruises, but oh well. I guess that'll come up later. Hello, little girl. What were you doing at 11 o'clock last night? At 11 o'clock? I was sleeping at the time, 9 o'clock. I usually, 9 o'clock's usually my bedtime. My big brother always reads me a story. Looks like you are a really good little sister to your family. Yes, I am, and I am personally in charge of waking everyone up in this house. I call it my rise and shine treatment. Since I always wake up first in the morning, I take it upon myself to go to everyone's room to wake them up. And the rest of my brothers and sisters are always so busy with their work, they need me to take care of them. Wow, that is actually pretty nice. If there's ever a chance that any of you three are planning on having a sleepover, I'll make sure you get up, rise and shine. That's so cute. That could be interesting, like if she saw anything interesting while waking everybody up or whatever. We'll see. Akane. What were you doing last night at 11? Excuse you? Oh wait, you're checking for alibis. That's correct. If you have to know, I was in my room last night writing up my essay. But I was by myself the whole time. They're satisfied? That is not a satisfactory alibi in the slightest. Of course, whatever you say. Look, you're not going to find one person under this roof who can provide a better alibi for that time. So let's just get real here, okay? Duly noted. And can you think of anything else I should know? Even if it seems irrelevant, anything that can help. If you want to go digging that badly, then like 3 years ago, my dad was involved in a terrible car accident. Oh wow, sorry to hear that. Yeah, he was hit by a drunk driver. It was pretty bad. It left Dad seriously injured, and the car he was driving was totaled as well. We were almost certain that Dad wouldn't pull through, thinking that he would die, and it kind of drove the family into a state of panic. In the end, Dad made a full recovery. However, he refused to eat with us since the incident. I mean, has that been confirmed that it was a drunk driver, or did someone try to kill him before? It's a real sudden change to be making. Is it possible that Mr. Sakaki had suffered some emotional trauma from the car accident? Don't know. Dad honestly wasn't the sort of person to let such things get to him. That's just the way he was. Anyway, ever since then, Ashihara and Suzumoto personally took Dad's meals over to him. Can you think of anything else to add? No, not really. Thank you for your time. We talked to everybody, huh? Okay. So then what, oh yeah, then we have to go to his room too. Okay, my bad. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save. Okay, so we don't really have that many good alibis. Like, we don't really have many people that we can rule out. Okay. Wow. Where'd they take the body? Oh, I guess they took it to the morgue. I'm sorry. Oh, one of these desk drawers is locked with a PIN code. Looks like it needs 5 digits. I haven't seen anything around with 5 digits on it. I found a memo attached to the bottom of the desk. Huh. Alright, here we go. Wait a minute. Why is some of this in bold? Your gaze is gracefulness. Wait, your gaze of gracefulness watches me with gentleness. Think of me as a prodigy, and what answer could I possibly have to your modesty? Okay, hold on a minute. So we got, well, gracefulness. That's a lot of letters. Are we gonna go by how many letters are in each? I don't know. Or like syllables? I don't know. This sounds like something straight out of a novel, doesn't it? Do you think that these capital letters are possibly a clue to the PIN code? Well, see, there are 5 terms capitalized, but this doesn't tell us what they are converted into by number. Maybe something from within the family could understand this cryptic meaning. Oh, okay, so we're going to talk to people about what the PIN code could be, maybe. Do you know what this memo could mean? Oh, alright, well, let's see. Those capital words look really familiar somehow. Yeah, that's right. Those short, specific meanings of the words reminded me of the stuff about... Oh, no. It's about flowers. Maybe we should take a look at his room. Oh, never mind. We don't have to talk to the guy. We just have to... We could just borrow his book. Thank God. Jeez, okay, so... If I remember right... Oh, it might... Well... Okay, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. I think this is his room. Let's see here. Alright guys, so apparently this puzzle's a lot more in depth than just the flowers matching with the children's names. You're also, based on the child's name that correlates with the flower, you're also supposed to remember in what order these children were born, which makes more sense to me, but I looked it up because I don't have the patience right now to solve that. But I see where they were going, but yeah, I thought it was just whatever. It makes sense for the father to have a puzzle like this. Medical record. May I take a look at it? Of course. See anything interesting? This is Sakaki's medical record from 3 years ago. 3 years ago? That was when Mr. Sakaki was involved in a car accident. Indeed, this medical record indicates that the injury that Mr. Sakaki sustained resulted in radial nerve palsy, also known as a wrist drop. What's that? It's a condition that affects the radial nerve, which controls movement and feeling in the wrist and hand. In short, your nerves suffer paralysis or numbness. In this And in this case, it'd result in extreme difficulties being able to use their hands normally. Wait a minute. When did he write that will? He hasn't been able to use his hands in 3 years? But, oh my god, the will was written handwritten, so, oh boy. Yeah. He didn't write it. So he hid his disability from his family? Weird. Uh-oh. Dude, it's gotta be the butler. It has to be, because the butler is the only one that's seen him and gave him his meals. That's crazy. Yet he had to hide the fact that he couldn't use his hands from his family. Several times when I had the chance to meet with him, my impression every time was that he was an extremely strict and prideful man. His pride would never allow him to show such weakness, not even something that would affect his well-being to his own family. He'd ensure that he would never know. Now that I'm thinking about it, he might have requested the butler to write the will for him. So it might not just be him, but still, holy shit. Take a look at all the documents on his desk. Furthermore, they all appear to have the exact same penmanship. Oh, the butler's been writing his paperwork for him. It's gotta be. Huh. Weird. So that means the holographic will was a self-serving act conducted by an animus without his consent? Good chance our killer is this person who's been writing. I can't pronounce that word, bro. So you're saying Miss Kura is actually... she can't pronounce it either. She basically killed her father and wrote herself into the inheritance? It's way too early to say. There are other people that Miss Sakura could, other than her, that could be that. And they may have had a hand in guaranteeing that Miss Sakura will receive the inheritance for motives unknown. It also appears that we still have more investigating to do. The plot thickens. Interesting. Sirs, madams, dinner has been prepared. I'm here to escort you to the dining room. It's that late already. We were so engrossed in the investigation we didn't notice the time. I guess we should all head home right after dinner. On the contrary, madam, the madam insists that you all stay for the night. She's made preparations for you to have your own rooms here. Wow, what do you think? Should we stay all the night? It would be rude to refuse such a generous offer from the client, especially after she went to such great lengths to accommodate us. I wonder if this could be an omen. Don't even joke about that. This way, please. Oh, they did so much better with the music. How's the investigation? It's nothing you should be worrying yourself over. You didn't figure out a damn thing, didn't you? I cannot say at this point in time. Yep, not a goddamn thing. Nothing's gonna change the fact the old man bit the bullet. Wait, how can you talk like that? How can you talk like that in front of your mom? We will honor that will, you stupid, spoiled kid. Hey, humor me for a moment, guys. Let's say that little Miss Beneficiary here were to die suddenly in tragic accident. Wouldn't everything default to the firstborn son? Jeez. Hold on, what the heck are you trying to imply? I'm not wrong, am I? Since the old man's no more and the Harris is dead, it's only natural everything would go to me. Clever, so all I have to do is murder my eldest brother. Therefore, it would go to me. That's funny. Did you just confess to everyone here to premeditated murder? I was merely reiterating what you said, minus the self-censorship. Still, I must confess, though, that it's more appealing that the inheritance being passed down to you. Wouldn't you agree, my dear brother? Say that again to my face, I dare you. Children, that's enough. We have guests. I'm sorry, Mother. Yeah, sorry or whatever. Jeez. Is it hot in here or is it just me? It's just you. All the animosity in the air is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. At least you can eat. I lost my appetite. Aw. Do you have an upset stomach? I can get you something. No thanks, I'm fine, really. It could be hard to tell if she's playing along or completely serious. Oh man, I'm stuffed. What were you saying about losing your appetite back there? Shh, Mr. Inaba. Or shush. I think we gather as much information as we can for the day. Shall we retire to our rooms for the night? Since you two are sharing the room tonight, you'll find me upstairs in the second floor guest room. Call me if you need anything. I'll keep that in mind. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Now then, shall we go to our guest room? Sure, I believe our guest room's on the right-hand side. Alright. Wait, wow, why are you freaking out? Aw. No, I'm in for it. Alright, so here are the guest rooms over here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Huh. I think your bed's over there. Yeah, go to sleep. Rise and shine. Ugh. Wait, did you just sleep in your clothes? Good morning to you too. I like how they changed the art to make him look like he had bedhead. That's funny. Dr. Hamura got up earlier to check up on my mother. That's right. You're the last one to wake up. Could you please come join us in the dining room? Breakfast is already ready. Of course, I'll be right there. I'm sure everybody's having a great morning. I may have been this time, but I need to remind you that I'm the one usually running late. Usually the one running late is between us. That you're the one. Sorry. But I won't do that again, at least not under this roof. She woke me up nice and early. She takes great pride in that, too. That's funny. These children all have all the energy in the world to wake adults up, and adults are like, oh, but I'm sore. Can learn from your example. I'm already more than useful enough. Oh my, everyone is already here. I apologize to keep you all waiting. Now that everyone is present, I will bring everybody's breakfast today. Oh, it's like I like waking up to this every morning. Impressive indeed. If I woke up to this every morning, I would pack a few pounds and exactly. You can't eat this much. I can imagine you would look like an old man with a big old pot belly. Oh, he still does it. Let go of my cheek. That's funny. Come to think of it, it was mentioned earlier that Mr. Sakaki always ate in his own room. Were his meal portions this size as well? No, sir. I had to prepare a meal made specifically for him. When Sasimoto and I would bring his meals, the master would tell me that he'd like done throughout the day, as well as instructed me on tasks he liked accomplished. After the master was finished with his meal, I'd return to his room to bring him back the dishes and wash them. And each and every time, you'd manage to break at least one plate. Terribly sorry about that, but I've been improving. I've been breaking fewer plates. I think the thing is that you shouldn't be breaking any plates at all. He's a fine example of being a veteran in his line of work. Shall we eat? I was gonna say, that's too much for breakfast. Ooh, Sakura, hello? Why is Sakura not eating her food? Yeah, you're in a great mood. Huh. Why is he smiling? Maybe you should be the one to shut your mouth. Oh no. Just not that hungry right now. That ain't good, Sakura. I don't like seeing my baby sister go hungry. You gotta eat. Wait. Aw. This kind of reminds me of the last game where someone got poisoned by their food. But yeah, everybody seems to be completely fine to eat their food. Boy, I'm stuffed. Hope you don't get an upset stomach from eating too much. Thanks for your concern. What's on the plate for today? Well, there's yet more that needs proper critical eye. So we should go over everything once more. What's the matter? Inform me that we'll be taking food to everyone's rooms for lunch. It will be the same as this morning, sandwiches. I hope you look forward to it. Oh, awesome. Let me know if you need anything else. Thank you. I have things that require my attention, so I must take my leave. Alright. So we're not gonna have lunch together. Oh, jeez. Yes, ma'am, of course. Could you three come to my room? I have something I need to show you. Wonder what could it be? I love how we didn't just follow her to her room. I can't navigate damn stairs. Alright, what do we got, ma'am? What's the thing you wanted to show us, ma'am? It's this letter. A rather old one from the looks of it. May I read it? By all means. Chico, I will never forget for the rest of my life the treatment that I've endured at the hands of your husband. Oh. That is the reason why I am intent on exacting revenge against that wretched man you love, the man who wronged me. The sadness, the frustration, and the anger. There is nothing I want more for you to suffer through those exact emotions as I have. Did you know that your faithful Orendo had an affair with me? I even got pregnant with his child. That disgusting husband of yours demanded that I get an abortion, but I didn't listen. I gave birth away. I gave birth to a set of beautiful twins, a boy and a girl. They are the most precious children. They are my children. Even if even if that detestable man's blood flows through them, I will shower them with all the love I can muster. These children are my responsibility. I will raise them as a single mother. I will make sure they never grow up to become the kind of person their father was. Now that you know what kind of monster you are living with, how does that make you feel? Even if you even feel one shred of emotion, then my revenge is fulfilled. Never forget my anguish. Suffer like I did. K. Aoba? According to this letter, your husband allegedly had an affair with Miss K. Aoba? Yes, my husband cheated on me a long time ago with Miss Aoba. I didn't know about it, much less that the mistress gave birth to twins. Until this letter changed that. His mistress was actually one of our former housekeepers we had many years ago. One day she resigned out of the blue. I doubt the result of her affair with my husband was the real cause of her resignation, because I had received this letter a few years after she left. And had your husband seen this letter? Yes, he had seen it. About Miss Aoba. Did you know that she was... Do you know what she's doing right now? Actually, from what I heard, she was found dead after her house caught fire. She was the only casualty. Oh my God. What are the twins that were mentioned in the letter? I don't know what happened to them, as I've never met them. I see. The reason I brought this all up was because it relates to my initial reasoning for calling you. Remember when I requested for you to take on the infidelity investigation? Well, every night for the past 3 years, my husband was meeting with someone in secret. I want to believe in him, I truly do. But I have turned a blind eye to this for long enough. I want to know the truth. I have been dealing with anxiety ever since then. So then Dr. Hamura had spoken about you too. I knew I had to make the call. Is that so? Rest assured, you can leave this matter to me, ma'am. As the investigation up until this point, I am fairly certain your husband is not having another affair. Was not having another affair. Are you sure? In the course of my investigation to ascertain the circumstances resolving his death, I have not found any evidence that links him committing adultery. Therefore, I have come to the conclusion that it's highly unlikely that he is having an affair or anything of the sort. If what you're saying is really true, then my Rindo, Oh, thank God, I don't think my heart could take it anymore if he betrayed me again. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you are a godsend. It is my pleasure, ma'am. For your husband's sake, I will expose his killer without fail. Again, thank you. I don't know what I could have done without you. I'll let you hold on to this letter until then. Wait, so, yeah, that's my question. Since when did you figure out about Mr. Sakaki's affair? I wasn't brought up to speed about this. To be honest, I didn't figure anything out. Did you just flat lie to her? I told no lie. I knew that Mr. Sakaki did not commit any adultery the moment Miss Sakaki told us that her husband was meeting someone in secret. Oh yeah, I believe Miss Sakaki said it started about 3 years ago. And what else conceded with that time? Oh. Yeah, he couldn't use his hands. He couldn't use his hands and didn't want this fact to be brought to light, which started to train his amanuensis, I don't know, to replicate his handwriting. So to ensure that no one under his roof was unaware of his actions, what do you think he did in order to limit his risk of being caught? He makes sure to do it late at night when no one would notice. Precisely. I cannot declare with 100% certainty, but it's exactly as you've said. So that's why I gave Miss Sakaki that peace of mind. Wow. Despite putting out a brave front, I think this entire ordeal has caused considerable emotional trauma for her. This is one of the rare times where you can be considerate. What are you saying? I'm always considerate toward the well-being of my clients. I don't know about all that. Why are you making that face at me? See, this is Mr. Eden for true colors. Don't be absurd. This is my way of showing appreciation. It's more like tough love. You know, I believe it's time we return to the investigation. How about we start waiting on the first floor for the police to arrive? I hope they come back with some new information. I can't wait to find out that information. We'll find out next time. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you next time. Peace out.